Hey, good afternoon. Michael Wynn, Chief Digital Officer, Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. And today, guys, we are going to talk about when to shift from Facebook groups to your own virtual private network of your customers or advocates or members. In order to really scale your business, add customer value, and monetize that network. So, there's huge benefit and many organizations thrive from Facebook groups. They are a great tool for grassroots advocacy and or just organization in general. Recently I had a family vacation where I had family members from Texas and Florida and Oklahoma, and we're all planning our events, and we set up a Facebook group, and it was great for people to be able to interact and make suggestions and provide links and agendas and planning and everything, and it was great. But what we're talking about today is what are the advantages, or when do you know if let's say you already have a really robust Facebook group, when do you know to make the shift from that platform to your own platform through your own website or through a subdomain structure? So, over the last 10 years, I've had a great opportunity to work with literally over 100 companies that we currently manage and host their websites. Several of them we've built these custom virtual private member networks, customer networks, where their members have a unique username and login. They're able to log in and connect with each other. And so all of this is built on the WordPress platform using one of the plugins called BuddyPress, which populates and is part of the Etsy network, which is the everything handmade vintage e-commerce site, as well as many other universities and schools that have classroom chat features and so on. So it's a robust tool. It's a great opportunity, but let's talk about what are the benefits of having that, your own virtual private network, online network, and what are some of the opportunities there as far as being able to scale your business, add value to your customer base or member base if you're an organization or association, and also to be able to monetize that network as well. So I think right off the bat, number one is you own the content. I think that's one of the greatest disadvantages of Facebook groups is that, that information that is exchanged on the Facebook platform, you don't own it. In other words, you can't, download it or have a copy of it without a very manual process of, being able to go in and literally capture and record in some form or fashion that information that's recorded there. So that's number one, is you own the content and you set the rules as opposed to playing by Facebook rules. Number two, as I mentioned, BuddyPress, having the ability to sort of mimic some of what Facebook does in order to make connections, friend requests, right on each other's wall, if you will, have discussions, but being able to form groups, I think groups within the group, I think is really a benefit. We've seen many organizations and companies that we built these virtual private networks either create groups by departments, make groups by committees, but as a business, you could make groups within your product segments, outdoor, indoor, cooking, vegetarian versus, paleo, whatever that differentiator is to, break up your business into the various subgroups. So, having that ability on your own platform that you control and allowing your members, customers to be able to connect based on their interest, behind a unique username and password, is a great opportunity. And then next is the revenue opportunity, how to monetize your network. I mean, if you've got, you know, a couple hundred members or a couple hundred customers, you've got enough to be able to monetize. And so some ideas about that would be, you know, once you set up that member network, there are going to be a listing where all the list of members is, and in that sidebar area would be an opportunity to sell advertising space to, you know, vendors or you know, affiliate clients or businesses that you know that have a very vested interest in being able to get in front of your members or customers that you don't mind sort of sharing that space with. And I mean, that can be a few $100 a month easily, you know, once you add up one, two, or more, to be able to offset your cost in building this platform. Number two, one of the most popular things right now, we see this especially in, you know, sports industries and entertainment industries where, you know, you can join for free, if you will, but then you can upscale and or upcharge for premium content. So with some of the plugins that we've used to help build these networks, you can create profile levels that are able to access certain content areas, and so those members could purchase that additional premium. So whatever, it's $20 a year times, you know, 500 people, that's, you know, starts to add up. So the opportunity for doing that, I think, is huge, and it does provide sort of that freemium model where, you know, your customers or members can go and get access, you know, to a certain area, and then if they want more, you know, have that special content that's, you know, sort of premium content. I think number four would be to gain audience feedback and insight. That's another great opportunity because, you know, here you're able to get sort of, you know, it's almost like having your own little focus group, right? I mean, if you've got 300 or 400 of your customers or members and you want to get some insight and information on something that you're planning or, you know, programming or products or service enhancements for the future, you know, you can sort of crowdsource those ideas to that network and get feedback. And that's extremely valuable when, you know, it can cost a couple $1,000s to have your own, you know, customer focus group set up. But if you own and have your own virtual private network, online member network or customer network, you've got a built-in focus group already ready to go. So if you're wanting to, you know, crowdsource and get feedback and data and insight on future promotions or service enhancements, it's a great tool. Number five is one of my favorite, and that is create ambassadors. So creating ambassadors is a way for you to empower your biggest cheerleaders, your biggest fans. You know, you can also, in order to do this, there's a couple different plugins that can really almost gamify this member network. So your members can, or customers can get points for joining or for requesting friendships or posting or commenting, and so you can have a whole leaderboard, you know, and you can have prizes and levels associated with that. And anytime you can, you know, sort of gamify that network interaction, it's a huge opportunity for engagement. And again, going back to providing customer value or member value through that network. So those are five really strong reasons or things to consider if you're going to shift from a Facebook group to your own private online network. And again, to review those, you own your own content. Use BuddyPress to form connections, groups, and forums. Look for revenue opportunities such as sponsored sections and or premium content. Gain audience feedback and insight in order to enhance products or services or future or marketing campaigns. And lastly, create ambassadors, you know, empower those cheerleaders and gamify your platform to encourage member-to-member interaction, which will obviously grow the popularity of your own virtual private network. So those are my tips for today. My name is Michael Wynn. I'm the Chief Digital Officer at Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.